Now that we're transitioning from summer to fall, I wanted to show you guys what's happening in the garden recently. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Callie, and I'm just a beginner gardener, not knowing what I'm doing half the time, and just learning as I go. So come along with me. This was my bush bean bed that I also had radishes, lettuce, and snap peas growing in. I want to rip all of this out, like all of the herbs, but I am waiting for the radish pods to dry up so then I can harvest those for next year. So right now I'm just leaving this as is until everything is ready. This was the infamous edamame bed that seemed to have poor drainage, so I took a pitchfork. I was able to just punch a bunch of holes into it, and I put a layer of steer manure on top, and I covered it with bark. Then it can start like settling. And I'm not giving up on the delicata squash yet, even though I'm not sure what's going to happen with it. The exact same thing was done for this bed. I put a layer of steer manure on it with the bark dust and made more holes. My Japanese pumpkins, I also don't have high hopes for, but you never know. I ripped out a lot of the borage that was in this bed. It was basically the end of the season for it, and it was just a little bit overwhelming. And after a whole season of growing, I have 1 zucchini, 2, and 3. I don't even know why that one is struggling. I also didn't realize how fast cucumbers grew. Every time I come out here, there are tons of new cucumbers and pickling cucumbers. I've also had some people in the comments in past videos get mad at me for calling them pickles and not pickling cucumbers. You guys, I know that they're cucumbers. It's just too wordy to say pickling cucumbers every single time I want to say it. Over here we have our tomato bed. I do have a problem with some of the tomatoes, so I'm wondering if someone can help answer my question or figure it out. This row here is my Beaver Lodge tomatoes. So far they haven't had any issues and they've been ripening really well and no blossom rot, nothing. Now when we come over to this row of tomatoes, these are my Pomodoro Squisito tomatoes, and all of them as they start ripening have what I'm assuming is blossom rot. Can anybody help me figure out why it's only happening to those tomatoes? And here's my favorite part of the garden right now. My edamame beans are probably going to be ready to harvest in at least a week or two, and I could not be more excited. I also have fall crops that I just made starts for in the greenhouse, so I will update you guys in another video. Happy gardening!